It's working. Let's go, Maestro. Well, Michael, are you there?
Sec.
Live from London and streamed around the world, it's time for Harold Sanditen's Open Mic Party. Please welcome your host, Harold Sanditen.
Come with me tonight, all across the universe, we will sail for the skies, meet behind Mars, we will hold each other as we sail for the stars on our cosmic fling. We will kiss in Saturn's ring, make the Milky Way blush to see the sight, making star love in the night. Oh, I'm making love, star love in the night. I'm making love, star love in the night. Put your spacesuit on, lots of galaxies to see before night is done. Past Mercury, there's a black hole waiting there for you and me. Zooming near and far, you will be my shooting star. On the moons of Neptune, we will know romance. Then we'll make Uranus dance. On the stars above, star love is expressed. Oh, the earth has love, star love is the best. Why don't you take me in your arms and rocket me? Take me in your arms and rocket me, baby. Take me in your arms and rocket me. Take me in your arms and rocket me. Oh, come with me. All across the universe, we will sail for the skies, meet behind Mars. We will hold each other as we sail for the stars. On our cosmic fling, we will kiss in Saturn's ring, make the Milky Way blush to see the sight, making star love in the night. I'm making love, I'm making love, star love in the night. I'm making star love in the night, star love in the night.
Woo!
Hey.
Good. Loved it. That was wonderful.
Thank you all so much.
Woo!
I decided I had to conquer outer space since I've already conquered land and underwater. So that was my, anyway, that was my favorite disco song when I was growing up. It was the flip side of Cheryl Lynn's Got to Be Real. And I actually have the original disco disc, album, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, welcome to our second birthday party. It's Open Mic's 8th birthday party for live shows, and as of last week, it's our first birthday party for virtual shows. I really cannot believe that a week and a year ago, we took to the virtual stage, and since then, close to 400 singers have appeared on the show from across the globe, ranging in age from 14 to 92, and spanning from Brisbane to LA, going the long way around the world. And I'm really proud of what we've been able to accomplish, particularly since it's not as if I had this vision of a virtual open mic. It's just something that happened. And the biggest silver lining of this pandemic is that now that location is unimportant, we can come together like this from as far as San Francisco and New York and Italy, and Hyatt's from, well, she's not in Egypt, but she's from Egypt, you know, so I'm just delighted that we are able to be together like this. One of the things I wanted to say is that these shows are free to watch, but they're not without cost. So if you can afford it, I would greatly appreciate it if you can donate a minimum of £3.50 or $5 per show to help offset the costs equally amongst everybody who watches, both here on Zoom and on Facebook and YouTube where it's streamed to. The other thing is I'm going to put a little thing in the chat here. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, now is your chance. Everybody tries to get people to subscribe to their YouTube channels. We have 2 more virtual birthday shows, one next week, which is unthemed. And then on the 29th of April, we have a Flower Power show. And then we have 2 more shows in May on the 6th and 20th, and we're taking the whole month of June off. On the 8th of July, we go back to live performances at the Crazy Cocks, which is really unbelievable. I'm so excited about that. But we will keep this virtual show going once a month forever, for as long as there's a demand for it. I think that's everything I want to tell you. So I'm delighted to welcome our first singer all the way from, I think, New York City. It's Marty Thomas.
Hey there. And here we go. Bad girl, talking about your sad girl. Sad girl, talking about bad girls. See them out on the street at night, talking to all kinds of strangers. You can score if your pocket's nice, yeah, but you want a good time, yeah. You ask yourself who they are. Like everybody else, they come from near and far. Sad girls, talking about your sad girl. Sad girls, talking about bad girls. Friday night and the strip is hot. The sun's gone down and they're about to trot. Spirits high and they look hot. Do you wanna get down? Let me see it. You ask yourself, who are they? Like everybody else, they wanna be a star. Yeah, yeah. Sad girls, beep beep. Beep beep. Hello. Now you and me, we both the same, but you call yourself by a different name. Now your mama won't like it when she finds out. Girl is hot at night. Hey. You wanna spend some time? Hey, mister, do you got a dime? Bada 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 bada. Oh, I love disco so much.
Amazing.
Oh my God,
Love it.
Marty, that was just amazing. Are you there?
I'm here. Thank you, new friends. I appreciate that.
Oh, wow. Where are you from? Where did you grow up?
I'm originally from near Kansas City. My parents are farmers in Missouri in the Midwest. I live
So,
in New York since I was 10.
so that's where you learned all that soulfulness on the farm.
Yeah, church. Grew up in the church, Southern Baptist Gospel Church.
Aha! That explains it. We're neighbors. I'm from Tulsa originally.
Oh,
But
very much.
My parents were not farmers, so and we didn't hang out at the gospel church either. Although I make jokes about that. My mom was from Mississippi. So listen, that was really simply amazing. Tell us a bit about Marty Thomas. Who are you? Why are you so good? Why haven't you been to the UK yet?
I have not been to the UK. I was scheduled to be there in October. I was touring with my latest album. It came out on Broadway Records last year. I was slated to come to London in October of last year. And of course, the pandemic just exploded that for everybody. But I've never gotten to perform there. It's kind of an ultimate bucket list goal to be able to perform in London. Grew up in the Midwest, have been in New York most of my life working on Broadway. I'll do a lot of cabaret and concert work here and around the States and on cruise ships and what have you. A lot of host work. Have been lucky to get to work in TV quite a bit and just try to be a bit of a Renaissance man, a man of all trades. I try to be.
Well, you seem to be. I saw a little clip of you in not Will and Grace and Frankie, the wrong Grace. There's too many Graces on TV. Grace and Frankie, and I remember that episode now. Were
Okay.
you were you in more than one?
I was in I had a 4 episode guest star role on the show. It kind of came about an open mic that I used to host at the Duplex Cabaret Bar in New York City. I hosted a show called Mostly Sondheim for about a decade. And the writer of Grace and Frankie used to come into the show and she wrote a role kind of about me. It was awesome.
That's really amazing. Congratulations on that. So tell us about your music and where we can find your music because boy, you got a voice, man.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. I'm recording all the time. I've got 3 full-length albums available on iTunes and Spotify and anywhere you can find music. My last album, Slow Dancing with a Boy, was on Broadway Records, and I try to release a single every month or two. I have an album coming out for Pride this year and a Christmas album I'm working on for this coming Christmas season. As you know, in entertainment, you can't start too early on the holiday music.
Yeah, we just finished Easter. It's time for Christmas.
Bet. Ask Hallmark.
Ask Hallmark. Well, listen, I'm really, really delighted to have met you. I think you're the bee's knees, although that's not a disco saying, I don't think it's long before that. But really happy to have found out about you, and I hope I can have you back on the show, and I hope you'll come to London, and I hope we'll get to see you performing here.
Love to. Thanks a lot, Harold, for having me. I appreciate it. Happy birthday to the show.
Thank you so much. Marty Thomas, everyone. Now, before we move on to our next singer, I always do this every single time. I forget to speak to Michael Ralston. So, Michael, are you there?
I'm here, Harold. Hi.
I'm sorry. I always tell you I'm going to speak to you before the first singer, and what do? I just gloss right over you.
Here I am slaving away below stairs. And,
Yes.
yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Michael is the longtime music director and accompanist for the open mic, and he has the fastest finger on Zoom. He's the person who keeps the music flowing so smoothly.
I didn't feel we could let your video go past without comment, Harold. It was amazing. Well, I say it's amazing. The thing is, you've been going on for a year now about how you'd never go more than 2 kilometers from your house. And then we discovered you were touring interplanetary systems with a rocket pack. Where'd you get the rocket pack? eBay? What's going on?
It all comes from Amazon. Everything comes from Amazon. I don't go I haven't gone shopping in 5 years. I mean, the pandemic was fine for me because I never went into a shop anyway. So we just do everything online.
The other strange thing was I noticed aliens in outer space doing the Charleston. I mean, I suppose it's the 20s again, so maybe it's come around.
You need to talk to Marco about that. So what's up with your bespoke songwriting? How's that going?
Well, it's been an interesting week. I've had to really do a lot of listening because I've been working in an Irish style, basically, a sort of a dance style. So I've been having to do a lot of listening. And we had a commission for somebody whose name I can't say on here, but it's a big special birthday. So that's been fascinating.
And it's not fascinating, Aida.
No, but so I'm going to be touring with them again in September. I can't wait to get on the road again and just get out of this square kilometer here and move around a bit. So
you've got quite a few gigs at Crazy Coq's coming up, don't you? Yeah,
the gigs start again sort of in May. I'm still kind of like, well, I'll believe it when I see it, But I've got a vaccination on Monday, so I'm excited to sort of just get that procedure up and running, and then
take deep breaths.
Real life,
Yeah, get back into life.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much for being you. Thanks for keeping this show going as we both have. Thank you.
Thanks for having me part of this.
Thank you. Michael Ralston, everyone. Okay, now we are going to welcome Hayat Salim.
There's not a soul out there, no one to hear my prayer. Give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me a man after midnight. Take me through the darkness to the break of the day. There's not a soul out there, no one to hear my prayer. Give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me a man after midnight. Take me through the darkness to the break of the day. Give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me a man after midnight. Take me through the darkness to the break of the day. Give me a man after midnight. 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 Monday.
Yay! Oh, that is pretty gorgeous. Cool.
Excellent.
That was excellent, Hyatt. That was just amazing. You there, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh my gosh, I love your voice.
Thank you so
It's
much.
been a long time since I've seen you. What have you been up
Outside of
to? Well,
November, I think.
you sang in an animation for the first animation for an Egyptian film. Is that correct?
Actually, it's like the first like feature length animation, and they've been actually we worked on this end of 2019, but it usually takes ages until things are actually out. So there has been animation in Egypt, but just like a feature length that hasn't been there before, and they've worked on it since 1999. So for the Arabic version, some of the stars, you can hear the voices in their 20s when we were growing up, like watching them on TV. And then comes the English version in 2019 with some of us, like some of these stars now are much older. So it was very, very interesting. Like it's kind of a in between 2D animation and 3D animation. They're just like working their way into the field. But it was nice to be part of it, really. So I had pitched for it to be like one of the characters in the film, but that didn't work out. But then the composer said, I want you on the end credit song because it's like more rocky and stuff. So yeah, that was fun.
Wonderful. And how's your music writing going? You're composing.
So it's been good. Like I'm working on my own stuff at the moment because things like commission wise have been a little bit down recently. But yeah, the last job was actually I got to sing on a Hollywood film that will be out in July. So that's very not July, August, sometimes in summer. I can't say much about it right now, but it was a great thing to happen, and I hope it opens up more things.
That's
The
terrific.
film plays in the Middle East, so they needed a more Middle Eastern voice, and yeah,
Oh, how exciting. You
it's
must
very,
be
very, very exciting. I just
be
hope
so
the
excited.
rest of work picks up a little bit more because it's been really, really, really quiet, and I'm like kind of finding ways to deal with it because to me it was always a marathon the last years. You're always like studying with jobs to the side and like you're always juggling. So to not be juggling and actually enjoy a balanced life feels like what's going on. So it's any practice to learn to do that and be okay and be comfortable and not be anxious. That's something to work on at the moment, as in it's okay if you just work a few hours a day, take care of the rest of your life, take care of yourself. It's fine. It's not a sin. So that's something I've been working on recently more than anything, balancing in general.
Then the pandemic has been good for you in a way.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, there was still work coming in, but that was probably the things that were happening or planned before the pandemic. So until maybe 7 months in, things were working. Because in my case, it's more post-production more than anything. So I was working from home most of the time anyway. But recently, these last 4 or 5 months, it was just cancellations, postponements, and yeah. So it's looking promising. It's gonna pick up, I hope, and everyone's been in this situation, every artist, and there's it's inevitable, I guess. But I hope it picks up soon for everyone, really, because nobody can live without art, and it's so sad that this is one of the most neglected sectors, I would say. So yeah, let's hope it
Yes.
picks up for all of us. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, sweetheart, with a
Welcome.
beautiful song. Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
having me.
And I hope to see you live soon.
Yes, I can't wait. It's really, I was so happy to see the news.
Hi, Salim, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all the nice words.
Thank you. Well, we're going to stay in the UK. It's time for Alexander Stewart.
My first, my last, my everything, and the answer to all my dreams. You're my sun, my moon, my what you are. I know there's only one like you. There's no way they could have made two. You're all I'm living for. Your love I'll keep forevermore. You're the first, my last, my everything. In you I found so many things. Love so new, only you could bring. Can't you see it's you? Can't you see if you make me feel this way? You're like a first morning dew on a brand new day. I see so many ways that I can love you till the day I die. You're my reality, yet I'm lost in a dream. You're the first, my last, my everything. I know there's only one like you. There's no way they could have made two. You're my reality, but I'm lost in a dream. You're the first, my last, my everything.
Just you and me, baby. Just you and me. Yeah, you're the first, the last, my everything.
Oh my God!
Oh, amazing.
That's so funny. Are you there?
Hello, I'm here. Can you
Oh
hear me?
my God! When I got your video, I almost spit my drink out. I was laughing so hard. That was just wonderful. How'd you come up with that number?
Well, to be honest, I was doing some themed shows throughout lockdown. I know everyone's been doing stuff online, but I've been trying to kind of do things that are different. And it so happened that last week I did a disco show, and that was one of the songs I felt kind of the sort of most comfortable with singing in the whole set. And I thought I'll do that for Harold, but with an actual video, and I'll dance badly, and then I'll tune my voice to pretend to be Barry White at the end.
What do you mean?
She's not that low really in real life.
My last and my everything.
Low up.
Oh, I just love that. Well, what have you been up to?
So we've been planning some shows in Germany, which hopefully are going to go ahead in June. I started getting some bookings in for shows in May, potentially just outdoor kind of small things, but it's still a show. So I'm quite glad to have something kind of start trickling in. And then just writing. I've got a side business as well. I know I talk about it every week, just making work from home desks. But really, it's been a sort of godsend really to kind of have something as a sideline as well as the music. But I just can't wait to go back to shows, to singing live. But it's great week after week to do some stuff online, and especially like a couple of months between doing shows like this with you. It's such a great platform, Harold. So thank you very much for having me back.
Thank you. I love having you. I love having you, you know.
I just apologize for my terrible dancing.
Oh my God, that's the fun of the whole thing. Are you kidding me? When I saw that, I thought, why was I so serious in my video? I should have been having more fun, but those platform shoes killed my back, and I did me
Well,
in for like 5 days.
you were dancing with aliens, so you outdid me.
Yeah, that's my everyday life. So is life in Manchester coming back to a sense of normalcy now?
Yeah, I mean the weather's been lovely here, and the last few days have been really nice. People have been going out. They've been like you've seen people in restaurants and bars. I've managed to have a pint of draft Guinness,
Woohoo!
even though I'm not Irish, but still, it was lovely just being sat in public with people, seeing people just talk to friends, and yeah, it's that step towards normalcy, isn't it? And it's kind of like you think that happens, and then what happens next? Oh yeah, theatre shows, gigs, concerts, live things, please. But
Yeah,
it's just yeah, it's nice to feel more normal.
it
Definitely.
it feels weird to me taking the step. I booked to go to the States at
Mm,
the end of May, and it just feels weird, you
yeah,
know. But I'm gonna go. I know I'll do it, but
yeah. I mean,
just
travel again will be amazing, but I was just quite happy to have a pint and a haircut. So,
we had friends for lunch in the garden yesterday. Can you believe that?
how
I
did they
know.
taste?
They were delicious.
They were delicious.
Just delish. Anyway, thank you so much. Give my love
Thank
to
you for
your
having
mama
me.
too. But
I
that was
will.
just so much fun. Alexander Stewart, Alex
You're
Stewart,
welcome,
thank you
Harold.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, we're going to stay in the UK. It's time for Jules Hamilton.
You're my love and my devotion. You are my love and soul.
Brava! Oh, Jules, you're just amazing. Hi, sweetheart.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's a far cry from my usual 14G. You know?
Yeah, no, it's a departure for you, but you were wonderful. How are you? How is everything going?
I'm good. I'm still finding bits of black curly hair everywhere. You know.
I'm glad you were pulling it out of your head.
Oh God, no, we're good. Evie's had chicken pox, and we've had our moving date.
Oh, when are you moving to London?
We will be in London. My feet will be planted in the big smoke on the 15th of June.
Oh my God! So you'll come to the show on the 8th of July.
As soon as they start selling the tickets, I'm checking the website every day.
Yeah, well, they've got my copy, but they have to wait. They're going to put it on sale in about 2 weeks, I think they told me.
Well, thank you so much for doing a disco night, because I love disco. And Marty, you sang my favorite song. When I was a little girl, I was weaned on disco. I mean, the Bad Girls album it came out round about when I was born, and it was my favorite album as a little girl. And the other day I put it on, yesterday I put it on in the car, and we were driving around with Evie in the back, and we're going toot toot, yeah, beep beep, and then suddenly I went toot toot, yeah, and this voice from that went beep beep. And she started to do it now, and all you have to do is look at Evie and go toot toot, yeah, and you get this beep beep. And it's like the apple doesn't fall. And I used to do that to my mom. So Marty, when you sang that, it just gave me goosebumps. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Well, so was your One Night Only. I love that song, as you know. So Solfa asked you to record one of her songs, you told me.
She has, and I'm working on it now. I had to get the disco thing out of my system, and then literally it took me months it took me days to chisel off the eyeshadow, but yeah, it's really exciting. It's very, very funny. Well, her lyrics are very, very, very funny. The tune's great, and I'm working on it now, and all I will say is, when you want it, you may have it.
You're saying that to me?
Yes, I'm saying that to you.
Okay, then we're going to make a date after the show.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, it's great. I can't wait. And I'm so flattered and so touched that you pinged me, Selva, to sing something that you've written, because well, Michael writes wonderful songs, and you write wonderful songs, and when somebody actually approaches you to say, please, 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 will you sing one of my songs? I was like, yes, absolutely. So I was touched and very humbled by it. So thank you. And I hope I do it justice for you.
I'm sure you will. And you're still working on your Candor and Ebb show?
Oh, yes. Well, there's long online rehearsals going on for that. Yes, there is. We are planning on doing a load of Candor and Ebb music. And what we're working on now at the moment is the script that will gel it together. And all of you cabaret artists out there, you know how hard it is finding the right words and how to just make it all just dovetail. And we, Jenna and I, she's the woman who sang the filthy version of Part of Your World one Disney night. So you know how good she is. She and I have been putting our heads together, and we suddenly realized that we fell in love with Tallulah Bankhead. And if Tallulah Bankhead could have done Chicago, I mean, can you imagine it? So we sort of went, well, let's think about all these women with real chutzpah and gumption and pizzazz that have either done shows or of Candor and Ebb, or who have just lived and had these wonderful witticisms like Mae West. And we thought, how can we find a way to tie those amazing female powerful quotes to the music of Candor and Ebb, who wrote for women that just had, I'm not going to say it, but they were quite something.
Well, I can't wait to see that, and I can't wait to see you.
Oh, I know. I am actually going to be in the Notting Hill area on Wednesday, if you fancy an outside door cup of tea.
Next Wednesday? Yeah,
Wednesday. I'm driving.
I don't go anywhere, as everybody knows. I go nowhere.
Well, but I know where you are. We'll speak after.
We'll do a coffee. We'll do coffee or tea in the garden.
I'd love that. I'd love that. Anyway,
Thank you.
you get on with the show. There's more important people than me.
Jules Hamilton, everyone. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweetheart. You were there for the first show.
Was it really the first one?
Yeah, I think so.
First one, but wow. Oh, okay.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I was there for the
Years
first.
ago, I can't remember anything.
I was definitely there for the first year, darling. You know.
That I know. Lots of love, Jules. We're going to stay in the UK, and it's time now for Luigi Castaldo.
Oh, Thailand, I remember that. Yeah, Edinburgh. Oh, all these memories. Oh, God, when was the last time that I've been on a holiday? I said, Thank you. Can't seem to get my mind off of you. Back here at home with nothing to do. Ooh, now that you're away, you should have stayed. Tomorrow's a day of mine that you won't be in. When you looked at me, I should have run. But I thought it was just for fun. I see I was wrong, and I'm not so strong. I should have known that only time could tell. 1 week without you, thought I'd forget. 2 weeks without you, and I still haven't gotten over you yet. Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, have to get away. Vacation meant to be spent alone. Whenever. Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, have to get away. Vacation, and I will not be alone. I mean, can you even go on holiday now? What's with Boris? Always like, oh, you can, no, you can't. Maybe later, maybe tomorrow. Ah! Oh, let's have a look. He says no, but like, they don't get it. I can't wait any longer. 1 week without you, thought I'd forget. 2 weeks without you, and I still haven't gotten over you yet. Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, have to get away. Vacation won't be spent alone. Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, have to get away. Vacation won't be spent alone. Oh, yes. Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, have to get away. Vacation, and I will not be alone. Oh yeah, I'm off. See you later. Ciao.
I love Luigi.
Oh, Luigi, that was amazing. You need to unmute yourself. There you go.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm like getting through the end of this lockdown, hopefully, fingers crossed, and just planning for the future.
Yeah. And was that song dedicated to your boyfriend who came and went?
Yeah, I definitely had a lot of inspiration from him. Definitely.
Yeah. Are you going to go visit him?
That's the plan. Yeah, but it depends all on, travel bans and restrictions. So I definitely want to say yes, but I can't confirm anything yet. But there is time.
And are you, I know you were furloughed by the theaters you were working in. Are you going back to work there, or what's the situation?
It's complicated. Like we are opening again. They confirm it on online, so we are opening again in July. But like my plan, ideally, I want to move back here with my partner here in London, and we both discussed that the theater life, no matter how much I'm in love with it, at least the front of house aspect of it, it wouldn't be beneficial for us because it's very unsociable hours. And back when I was working, you know, Harold, I used to work like around 60 hours a week or something like that. So that to get him all the way over here, not to be able to be with him, it's not really something that we're working toward. So I'm going to have to look at different options for me looking into the future.
I still need some boat painting done. And you are the fans that your hot pants were like, you know, they're still talking about it at the marina, you and your hot pants.
That was probably the only good thing about the whole job. I was terrible, Michelle. You were too kind to me.
Oh, you were great, man.
Well, there you go. There's always that kind of work. What does your boyfriend do? What's his work?
He works in customer service, but he's now training as a voiceover artist. So hopefully doors will open up in that field.
Yeah, well, you could do voiceovers. I mean, you could pretend you're Italian, for example.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit more complicated than that, but definitely it's something that I would like to get into at some point. My main thing right now, I want to go back to the Crazy Cock stage. You know, like I really miss that room so much, and I really miss having all of us hanging there together as a family.
July 8th. July 8th. Just keep checking. As soon as it goes on sale, I'll post on Facebook so everybody will know. I'll make some posts. But July 8th, we probably will open with distancing. We don't know for sure yet, but it'll be half capacity if that's the case. But still, we can all be together. That'll be wonderful. And I look forward to seeing you in person, Luigi. I've missed you, and I'm so glad you joined the birthday celebrations. Thank you.
You too, Harold, and thank you so much for having me. And happy birthday to
Thank
everyone.
you.
And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Luigi Castaldo. And now we're going to make our way to San Francisco. It's time for Kwame Remy.
All right now, everybody out there, listen. I know everybody knows this song. So what I want you to do for me tonight is get up on your feet and move those feet to the beat. Come on. Hey. Oh, yeah. Woo. Uh-huh. Hey. Listen now. To my surprise, stories high. People getting loose, y'all. They're getting down on the roof. Look at here. The funk was flaming out of control. It was so entertaining. When that boogie started to explode, I heard somebody say, Disco Inferno, burning mother down, yeah. Disco Inferno, yeah, burning mother down. Satisfaction came with the chain reaction. I couldn't get it up till I had to self-destruct. The heat was on, rising to the top.
mother down. Oh, and it's going burn, oh yeah, burning mother down. Woo! I just can't stop. To my spot gets hot.
Oh my God, I love that.
So I was throwing things at
I love that.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, Kwame, you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. Oh my God, you got a voice, boy.
Thank you. Thanks so much
That
for
was
having me. Happy birthday
so
to you
much
guys.
fun. And look at that gorgeous purple behind you.
Thanks.
I love that. That's
My
something.
virtual living room.
It's a virtual living room. Okay. It's just like I'm in virtually at the Crazy Cox. And luckily I can hang all these disco balls on top of the photograph that's behind me. So, what are you up to? I want to talk to you about your House of Mahogany because I listened to a couple of those YouTube videos. That's fabulous. That's really amazing.
Thank you very much. During the height of the pandemic, a group of friends of mine, we were all part of Broadway Inspirational Voices, and we had a game night and started talking about what can we do as artists to still perform, to still inspire, to still give back to the world at large who are in dark times. And so we decided to create a group. It's a virtual band called House of Mahogany, House OV, not OF, of Mahogany. And we do virtual performances for birthdays, weddings, engagements, you name it, we do it. And so we've been busy doing a whole bunch of different performances virtually for people all over the world.
That's amazing. Put your details in the chat so people can find out about it. But that's really terrific. I'm glad to hear that. And do you take commissions from people too to do it?
Absolutely. We everything is customized. So if a client may want a specific song rearranged or the lyrics rearranged, and we'll take it and flip it on its head and make it exciting for the client.
That's good. And when you're not doing that, what do you do generally? I mean, we haven't met before, so tell me a bit about you.
Well, I'm from New York City, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I've been singing my entire life. I grew up singing in church, and then that transitioned to musical theater. And then that transitioned into cruise ships. And so I do a little bit of everything. When I'm not performing in stage musicals, I front numerous different top 40 bands around the city that does weddings and club dates around New York. And I'm actually about to start working at a place called Bo Peep in New York City. It's a speakeasy with live musicians. We're now opening that back up in New York. So I'll be one of the maitre d's, singing maitre d's there, which I'm very excited to kind of return to performing a little bit. So I'm very excited about that.
So you live in New York. How did I get it wrong that I said you were in San Francisco?
I don't know. Maybe you're foreshadowing. Maybe I'm moving to San Francisco. I don't know. But I'm right now in New York.
Okay. I think it's because Carly did that show and I thought everybody was in San Francisco.
No, she gathered us all from all over the place.
But it's like everybody else. We just scoop up people from anywhere in the world because nobody is anywhere anymore. We're always here on this screen. Well, that's great. What else is going on in your world? What else is happening?
I'm working on some recordings. I released a couple of dance singles a couple of years back, and so now I'm back in the studio working on some new music. Now is the perfect time. The world's shut down, so it's a great time to be creative and just trying to take time to just hone your craft. So that's what I've been doing with the year that I've been in lockdown.
Well, I'm really delighted that we met here virtually. I'm glad that I found out about you through Carly. So thank you, Carly, for that, and for Marty, who was on too. And I hope I'll have you back virtually if you don't make it to London live.
Listen, I'd love to. I'd love to come back and hopefully get to make it to London soon. I was there, well, a little over a decade ago, touring in a soul review show called Solid Gold Soul. So I got to tour all over the UK, but I'd love to come back. So my hope is once things resume and the world opens up again, I can make my trip back over to London and back to the UK because I do miss it.
Well, I'd love to meet you in person if that happens. Thank you so much. Kwame Michael, everybody, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Before we move on to our next singer, I just want to say again that these shows are free to watch, but they're not without cost. So if you can afford it, I would greatly appreciate it if you can donate a minimum of £3.50 or $5 per person. for each show you watch, whether you're watching on Zoom or on Facebook streams or on YouTube. So thank you very much for that. And now we're heading back to the UK. It's time for Linda Bate.
Her name was Lola, she was a showgirl, with yellow feathers in her hair, and her dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha, and she tried to be a star. Tony always tended far across the crowded floor. They were from 3 to 4, they had their youth and they had their Tony, their highest or more at the Copacabana. The heartache up north of Havana, here over Copacabana. Music and fashion were always the fashion at the Copa. They fell in love. His name was Rico, he wore a diamond, was escorted to his chair. He saw Lola dancing there, and when he finished, he called her over. Rico went a bit too far. Tony sailed across the bar, and then the punching flew, and chairs were slapping too. There was a gunshot and a gunshot and a shot at the Copacabana. The heartache up north of Havana, here at the Copacabana. Music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. She lost her love. Copacabana, Copacabana, always in fashion. His name was Rico. With Lola, he said that 30 years ago, when she used to have a show. Now it's a disco, but not for Lola. Still in the dress she used to wear, faded feathers in her hair. She sits there so refined and wants herself at blind. She works her youth until off the Tony. Now she's lost her mind at the Copacabana. The heart is stuck down the line, here at the Copacabana. Music and fashion were always the fashion at the Cobra. They lost their love.
Oh no!
Oh, well, sadly, Linda's laptop bit the dust today, and she sent me a text to say that she couldn't be on here, and I don't know if she was going to watch on her phone with her daughter, but I can't find her in the room. If you're there, unmute yourself, but if you're not, I'm just going to take this opportunity to show everybody this amazing, this is my dog. She painted this for me. Isn't he beautiful? Anyway, he's downstairs, but Linda paints, and she loves to go on cruises. That's her biggest thing. She loves to go on cruises and sing, and she loves to wear sparkles and get the girls out and shake them. She loves all that. So anyway, Linda, we love you. We miss you. You've been with us for 8 years. And anyway, sorry that we can't speak to you, but we love you. All right, we're going to stay in the UK. I think we're in the UK. This is Chamonix Aspen. She could be anywhere on earth, this woman. She just travels and shops. Chamonix Aspen.
Hey there, there's no need to feel down. I said, hey there, turn your frown upside down. I said, hey there, cause in every town there's a place you can be happy barking. Vector and Belvedere, the solution is tantalizingly near. Look for the green light, and you know you will find many ways to chill and unwind. It's fun to shop at the ASDA. You gotta shop down at ASDA. They have everything, haven't you heard? My favorite four-letter word. It's fun to shop down at ASDA. You gotta shop down at ASDA. You can get yourself clean, it's the place to be seen. You make me feel mighty real. If your budget is more bangers and mash, and Waitrose is too flash for your cash, and your habit is eating cheap custard creams, then you're in the right place. Go there if you need some new tights or some oxy for the stains in your whites. You're at home now, you're at ASDA. Gotta roll back prices today. It's fun to shop down at ASDA. You gotta shop down at ASDA. Did you bring your own bag? Did you scan every tag? Keeping an eye on you. You gotta shop down at ASDA. You gotta shop down at ASDA. You can get yourself clean, it's the place to be seen. You make me feel mighty real. George at Asda, for cheap clothes and cheap shoes. Have a spend up on your ciggies and booze. If you're lazy, you can click and collect, then you don't have to get dressed. Get on your bike now, deliver through Amazon. Don't go to Morrison's, cause when it's gone, yes it's gone. Middle of little, ain't got time for that. ASDA today. It's fun to shop at the ASDA. You gotta shop down at ASDA.
Oh my God, Chamonix, you are a hoot, sweetheart. You there?
Can you hear me?
Say something, then I can see you.
Can you hear me?
I can. No, you're muffled.
Oh. I put a microphone under my chair.
Oh, well, that's not a good idea.
Gone wrong.
Hello, can you hear me
now?
now?
We can hear you. Hello, gorgeous. Love your new hair color.
Yeah, I know. As I said earlier, I went to the hairdressers for the first time in about 18 months. They took a look at me and gave me a pink rinse. Anyway.
Is it all over?
It's all over, yeah. Collars and cuffs. Oh, Harold, you are awful. But
I
like
know I
you.
am, but you said you wanted to talk about our first disco experiences. I'm actually shocked you're old enough to remember disco.
I was going to say, Howard, I think me and you were the only ones that can remember the disco days.
That was my era. Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, the first record that I bought when I was at school, and everybody was buying punk records, and I came back from the high street, and everybody said, "Oh, what have you bought? What have you bought?" And I said, "I've bought You Make Me Feel Mighty Real by Sylvester," and they all said, "What on earth is that?" So they were all buying, the Damned and the Clash and all the punk records, but no, yeah, disco, great period, and it's continuing, isn't it? After 50 years, it's still going strong.
It's
Everybody,
great. It's
yeah,
really great music. I mean, the storylines sometimes are a little repetitive.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're
Maybe,
they're
maybe.
not known for their stories, but
No, no. It's all
did you
about
ever see
love.
the Ethel Merman disco album?
I heard about it. I don't think I've ever listened to it, but I
I
have
own
heard.
it, if you can believe
Oh,
that. I own that album. It's one of the worst things you probably ever heard in your life, but it's very
right.
funny.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
Ethel
had a
Merman
stab at it,
singing
didn't they?
"There's no business like show business" disco style. I mean,
Oh,
it's pretty bad. So, what
yeah.
was one of your most fun disco experiences?
Um. Well, let me think. Yeah, we used to go to the school disco, and there was the song "Boogie Oogie Oogie" till you
Oh
just
yeah.
can't boogie no more,
Yeah.
boogie. And we would sort of run out of the room when they were playing all the punk records, and then when they put that back on, we'd come back in. We'd run back into the school disco when they put that on. Taste of Honey, I think that was. Um,
Yeah, I think it
but
was.
yeah, it seemed like there were the disco people, and then there were the alternative people, weren't there? So, and disco now, everybody kind of says they love disco, but back in the day, you were a hardcore disco nut, or you were alternative. But I think I'm still disco person.
My first outing ever to a disco was a gay disco in Phoenix, Arizona, His Coat Disco. And I
Disco.
didn't even know I mean, I guess I knew I was gay, but I hadn't come out then. And it was such an experience, my God. And of course, I never looked back. I mean, I just did disco nonstop after that. It was fabulous.
That's the
And
story of your
luckily, I
life.
wasn't too much into drugs, so I didn't sort of get myself burned
Oh
out.
right. What were you wearing, Harold? What were you wearing?
Um, Probably I was thin then, so probably skin tight jeans. You remember how you
Uh-huh.
used to have to lay down on the bed to zip them up?
Yes, with the coat hanger in the thing.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was no way on earth you were gonna, and I was thin, but I mean
You're still
those
thin.
no, I'm not anymore, not after the lockdown. But those trousers, they were, remember how high waisted they were,
Yes.
and it was so difficult to get them zipped up.
Yes.
What strange things we did.
Like denim jeans with the big flared bottoms and then the little pockets and
Yeah.
the sort of cheesecloth tops. Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
remember.
what about gigs, sweetheart? Are there any coming up for you?
Well, I'm doing a wedding in September, so that's exciting for two women that are getting married in September. It was supposed to be last year, but now it's this year. I've got 3 gigs in a pub that I used to do regularly. They are opening again from May. That's the Northcote Arms in Leytonstone. And yeah, I mean, it's been very encouraging, Harold, for you to do this, like everybody says, because it's bringing us out to realize that you can, like you say, you can be creative at home. You don't have to kind of wait for the venue to call you. You can create something. And my partner Gary, we're calling the company G Spot Media. G Spot. Gary does the videos and the music and stuff. So yeah, we've learned a lot with the green screen work and sound and lights and stuff. So I think that's all good. It's all good
And,
stuff.
and
Yeah.
everything we create, these videos, they're permanent. I mean,
Yeah.
your work, it's there.
Yeah.
And it's not like you've done the work for nothing. Not that when
Yeah.
you go to a club and you sing a song, it's for nothing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it
You know,
kind
you
of just
sing it in the,
disappears, doesn't it, into the
yeah.
ether? But this is more concrete. But yeah, I mean, when I watch the video back, you can see the sort of the crutch on my leotard has popped and it's hanging down. If anybody hasn't had their dinner yet, apologies for that. But yeah, when you watch it again, if you watch it again, obviously you're going to watch it again. But yeah, I noticed that it's a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction, exactly. But I'm very, very pleased with how it was Gary's idea to have the 5 characters. I was trying to get the sort of the Village People Chamonix style. But anyway, it's been
Well, you
great to
managed it.
see you again. Yeah, and thank you very much for inviting me again. It's
Thank
been
you,
great.
sweetheart. It's always a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you in person very soon.
Yes, live.
Chamonix, Aspen.
Thank you very much. Happy
Thank you
birthday.
All right, we're going to make our way to Westchester County, New York State. It's time for Nina Pelton.
Last dance, last chance for love. Yes, it's my last chance for romance tonight. I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm dead, I'm oh so bad. So let's dance, the last dance. Let's dance, the last dance. Let's dance, the last dance tonight. It's the last dance, it's my last chance for love. Yes, it's my last chance at romance tonight. Oh, I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm dead, I'm so bad. So let's dance, the last dance. Let's dance, the last dance. Let's dance, the last dance tonight. Dance and dance, come on baby, let's dance tonight. Yes.
Play the disco.
Woohoo! Oh, my sweet. You don't know how happy. You need to unmute yourself.
am unmuting me.
Oh my God. You know how much I love you. I miss your voice. I miss your
you.
face. Oh my God. How
Here
are you
it
feeling
is.
nowadays? Are you back to normal?
Well, I am just about 2.5 months out of COVID, and my voice is getting there. The octave is reopening, the highest octave is reopening. So I'm feeling better, and I just need a little bit more strength and performance, and my voice will be right back where it was. But yes, doing much, much better.
Well,
Much
you
better.
look
Thank you, my
great,
love.
sweetheart. And when are you coming to visit Stephen? Because I don't want to be away when you come here.
So Stephen is coming home first, which is fantastic. And he's coming in July. I am likely going to do a December visit, right around probably Christmas, New Year's, kind of do the same that I did a couple of years ago. And then I'll be there then, and hopefully I'll be back on the Crazy Cock stage, maybe for 2022. Hint, hint, declaring. So hopefully you'll get a visit 2 times in a very quick order.
Oh, that would be so exciting. Boy, would I love
Yes,
that.
me
Boy,
too.
would I love that.
Me too.
So, what else is happening in your life there?
Well, as usual on open mic party nights virtually, I am working at the same time that I am enjoying the entertainment. And today, I'm going to give a huge shout out to my team because they are watching. I actually let them in on the fact that, I'm doing double duty, every so often. So my team is here. So big shout out to them. They keep me going. They keep me smiling, crying sometimes, but so big shout out to them. I'm working hard, they're working hard, but fortunately, now that things are calming down COVID wise, I've got some of my band shows coming up towards the end of the year. Well, I shouldn't say towards the end of the year, it's actually starting in August. So it feels great to know that live music is coming back. And was it Kwame and Marty? Was it Marty that they're both in New York? And so right before we shut down, my show was supposed to be at the Duplex. And obviously we had to cancel because they shut down. And I would love to get that back on the books and also go back to Pangea, where I did a great couple of sold out shows there. But I hope to connect with my 2 fellow New Yorkers and find out where they are. I'll come see you. Let's make new friends. And honestly, Harold, I just need to live life and love the people I haven't seen. And I miss you all so, so much. Just to be here and see everybody today, it just gives my heart such warmth. It really does. I love you so much.
Always makes me so happy to see you, and your voice always just gives me goosebumps. I will never forget the night you walked into the Crazy Cocks, and this unassuming woman, and I you didn't speak with sort of that soulful accent you sing with. You pick up the yas, the twang sort of thing that comes out, but you sang At Last, and I mean, it just blew the roof off that place. So
thank you.
And have been so happy to know you since then. So
Me
I'm
too.
glad that the pandemic has allowed us to be together virtually, if not together
Absolutely.
in person.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for bringing us all together.
And love to your mama Sita. I saw her here.
She's
Hi,
there.
Abby. Yeah, your mom's here.
Yes, my mom is there, my aunt is there, and my best friend of over 40 years from childhood is there.
Yes, she said that. She's known you since
Yeah.
kindergarten. I saw that in the
Oh,
chat.
yes. When I was wearing little short sets and sitting on her trampoline. Yes.
Yeah.
That is, that's how far back it goes. Haven't jumped on a trampoline since.
No, probably not a
But
good
thank
idea.
you.
Anyway,
Thank you.
sweetheart, I love you so much, and that was really terrific. Thank you so much.
Love
And
to all.
Nina Pelton, we look forward to seeing you in person as soon as we can do all
As
that.
soon as possible.
Big
Thank
kiss.
you, darling.
Thank you. I keep forgetting, I before we go on to the next singer, I keep forgetting to tell everybody that when the show is over, I'm going to stop the stream and I'm going to stop the recording, and we can all stay on Zoom and have a little chat and a drink if you want. So that's an option for you. And I just wanted to put that out there. All right, we're going to make our way this time definitely to San Francisco. It's time for Carly Ozard.
Come out in the rain, y'all. I got soaking wet. Here's where I sing with myself. Oh, if you have love within you, let it rain, let it rain. Bring all the light into view. Oh, 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 oh. If you have love within you, bring all the light into view. Oh, thank you, Harold Sanditen. Let it, let it, let it, let it, let it rain. Thank you guys so much.
Charlie Ozark. Woohoo! Oh wow. You sang, girl.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the first song I ever wrote. And it's what got me signed to my electric dance music label. That's the song that got me signed. And took my musical theater hopeful self into a recording house and club music career. It's very weird.
I'm really glad that I got to have you do an original song because, you know, normally you're singing other people's music, and even though I know you do that, I don't see much of you doing that. So I'm really delighted.
I fell into all of this because of a drag queen. Usually my life happens because of a drag queen. So, I mean, I just surrendered to that a long time ago, being from San Francisco. It's and having a big instrument. It's just sort of what it is. So this drag queen, Pollo Del Mar, Chicken of the Sea, she basically was like, girl, I know you love your musical theater and it's fine, but I really think you should also consider singing house music. And I was like, okay, I don't even know how to do that. And he was like, all right, well, just come be the guest singer on my song first. So that was my foray. So I was in the studio in New York while Pollo was in San Francisco. Like, the song was called If I Had a Pussy, I'd Rule the World. And that was my first foray. And it's on Spotify and it's so good, you guys. You will love it so much. But like, when I got the title and everything, I was like, this is what you want me to be doing with my life? Like, and you know, meanwhile, it's like the cattle calls out the door for like Les Mis at Barnstormers or something is like, you know, taking up all my life. And so all of a sudden it was like, hey, I actually can do this pretty well. And it became the thing. And then I was like, how about if I try my own? So I fell into it, but it worked. And it just allows me to do another thing that I love. So I'm on Spotify. That song with Pollo Del Mar is on Spotify. People love it. It's really fun. And you can buy it on Beatport, that Let Love Rain Down song on Beatport. I have 5 remixes of it, and I love all my remixes, but like the Jack Chang one is just unbelievable and like turn it up. I love being the voice to a like discotheque type thing. So
Well, I'm really glad. And you've got a show on the 12th of June, is that correct?
Okay, speaking of drag queens. All right. I am fully vaccinated as of next week. Everybody in my house is, my parents and my husband, that's it. and we have including me, so 3 guests and me, singing in my big backyard. All three are drag queens, all of them, and then me. It's literally the only people out here. So Conrad Frank is Katya Smirnovskaya, countertenor, who designed an entire character of a Russian countess who sings popra, which is pop and opera put together. So she's a countertenor trained in like opera, who created this character who sings Christina Aguilera in an operatic voice. It's amazing, so funny, so smart. She's made a career out of this out in the Bay Area for 13 years. A lot of Boutte is a female drag queen who also is a plus size burlesque performer, live singer, and MC. And if anybody's ever been to San Francisco or knows about a show called Beach Blanket Babylon, it was a huge deal here for like 30 plus years. It employed so many actors, and it gave people it was like house buying money contracts. It was an incredible opportunity out here. She was in that show for like 7 years. She played like 6 different parts in it. So she's kind of like, she can do everything, and she's Black and powerful, and just both of them are incredible. And then Maria Connor is another drag queen who will be on the piano, and she just released a book called Girl Shock, because she was born a straight man and went out for Halloween in drag as a joke and realized that's who she wanted to be for the rest of her life. So the book is about that. So lots of really fun musical theater, disco, pride celebration, and original work. And you get to meet 3 incredible performers in the Bay Area and tip us. And it's going to be an amazing show. So June 12th, 3 p.m. my time. So Harold, do the math. I don't know when that is your time.
11 p.m.
Okay, so watch it the next day while you're having brunch. And our Venmos will be active then too. As for gigs coming up, I have several, either both on Zoom or in person at a distance. I would love more. I want to be in readings of shows. I want to act. I want to sing. I want to be friends with people. It's so lonely being cooped up in a house. So thank you all.
But you got all your dogs and your husband, your lovely husband.
Yes, I agree. But he's in school all day and they're asleep.
Okay. Well, listen, sweetheart, I am always so happy to see you and to hear your voice. And I'm really, really glad you joined with your own original song. That just filled me with joy and pride to have you on here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us. This is like the highlight. This is so much fun.
Thank you, sweetheart. You know I love you.
Love you.
Carly Ozard. Okay, before we go on to our last singer, this is my chance to thank everybody. First of all, I want to thank Michael Ralston. I'm going to unmute you so that when I say the names of the singers, you can clap, and then everybody will feel that, they've got an audience. So I want to thank, first of all, Michael Ralston for keeping the music flowing all these months. So thank you, Michael. And singers, thank you to Marty Thomas. Salim, Alexander Stewart, Charles Hamilton, Gigi Castaldo, Tommy Michael, Linda Bates, who's not here, but thank you, Linda, Chamonix Aspen, Nina Pelton, Carly Ozar.
I love you.
Now, I am going to chat with the last singer before she actually sings. And let me mute you all. This is going to be Amy Drew, who I'm going to be speaking with. Hi, sweetheart.
Hello, lovely to see you, Harold.
Oh my God, how long has it been?
It feels like a different life.
Do we have an echo? No, it's okay now. It feels like a different life. Yeah, so you're in Cornwall now, right?
I am, yeah. We moved to Cornwall in October. after our first son was born in June. And yeah, so I haven't sung since well before Jack was born. I'm like, sorry, I'm looking at the baby monitor because I'm expecting him to get up any second because he stayed asleep for the whole show so far.
So of course.
And my husband's away, so I'm like solo parenting. But yeah, we're in Cornwall and loving the beach, but really missing singing and really missing performing. So thank you.
Do you do any? You danced on the beach. Everybody will see this, but do you do any? She's a ballerina, ballet dancer. So,
Yeah.
have you been dancing at all?
In my kitchen on Zoom with my best friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm dying to get back in the studio. I've done one workshop before Christmas of teaching down here, which was really nice. It was kind of like riding a bike, but I was a bit nervous to get back to work because it's been a while. But yeah.
So you wanted one of the things I want you to say this because I know being a mother, well, first of all, a newlywed and then a new mother and all the rest of it, you probably don't have like 5 minutes to yourself. So what was it like actually doing this video? And I can't thank you enough for coming out of retirement for the show, for the birthday.
Well, hopefully I can do a few more things for myself. But yeah, it was really challenging. I nearly threw it in so many times. And my husband was like, keep going, please do it. I know you'll really be proud of yourself if you do this for you. And yeah, I mean, I haven't even put makeup on at all before making this video, and just getting 5 minutes to kind of do your own thing is epic. So thank you. I've really appreciated the opportunity to sing again, to do something for me, to be a bit silly, and yeah, it's been really fun. Thank you.
How long did it take you to make this, though? I mean, the cinematography, the filming is just amazing.
It was really fun. I mean, we did 2 afternoons of shooting, maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours for each one. And then after Jack was asleep, we did maybe 2 evenings of editing together. But yeah, Simon's a photographer, so he's quite good at and a voiceover artist, so he's really good at editing sound and pictures, but he's done a little bit but not video like this. So that was yeah, it was really fun, and we did it together, and we found a thing where you could like DJ the video bits. So it was good fun. We enjoyed it, and it was some nice us time as well, because you don't get that very often either when you're a mum.
Well, good. Well, everybody's in for a treat. I'm going to mute you now so that we can play your video.
Okay.
And everybody, don't forget, stay around afterwards if you can, and we will all have a drink together and a chat. Let's listen to Amy Drew.
Friday night and the lights are low. Looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music, getting in the swing. You're on the look for a kid. Anybody could be that guy. Night is young and the music's high. With a bit of rock music, everything is fine. You're in the mood for a dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. Oh yes, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen. You're a teaser, you turn that on, leave 'em burning, and then you're gone. Looking out for another, anyone will do. You're in the mood for a dance. And when you get the chance, you Watch that sea, digging the dancing queen. Digging the dancing. Oh, forget it.
Oh, I want to go on holiday! Thank you all so very much. I'm going to stop the streams and I'm going to